Federal Reserve policymakers today began their two-day meeting on interest rates. Just a few weeks ago, many thought a rate hike might be likely. But a weak jobs report and increasing concerns overseas seems to have changed all that. Steve Liesman tells us what the nation's top economists, market strategists, and money managers are now looking for.
The CNBC Fed survey shows that Wall Street expects a more dovish Fed, pushing later the expectation for that next rate hike from August to September. Let's also look at the outlook for interest rates from our 41 panelists from the street. 0.7% is the expectation for the funds rate in 2016, 1.5% for 2017, 2.2% in 2018. In the long run, they think the Fed will settle down at 2.6% for the long run. Notice that each one of these points is below where the average member of the Fed is. We'll get new numbers from them at the announcement at 2 o'clock tomorrow. How about the S&P? Expectation is that we will recover. We have recovered the optimism we had before the market swoon in January and February, looking for 3.4% up by the end of 2016 to 2149 on the S&P, and up about 8% to 2244 by the end of 2017 from the current rate of 2079. Let's take a look at the biggest threats to the U.S. recovery. 28% say it's global economic weakness, and 28% also say tax and regulatory policies here in the U.S. Rising interest rates, 25%, and protectionist trade policies, 13%. First time we've had that on the radar. Terror attacks in the U.S., this was done before the events, the horrific events in Orlando, registered zero, and they have never registered high, even after the terrible attacks in San Bernardino. So look for the Fed to hold interest rates steady at the meeting when the announcement comes at 2 o'clock. For Nightly Business Report, I'm Steve Liesman.